This is a real image of the planet Jupiter captured by the James Webb Space
Jupiter,
Telescope.
giant planet.
Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, and, like the gas giants, it has no solid surface. To give you an idea of how
So why
gigantic
they call
this
it
planet
planet?
is,
I am
that small
super
red
confused.
spot, which is actually a massive storm that has been raging for centuries, could fit several of our planet inside it. And the most intriguing thing is that, like Saturn, Jupiter has rings, but they are very thin and almost invisible, as you can see in this photo. They were only discovered in 1979 by the Voyager probe when it passed by the planet. Jupiter is so massive that its mass is 318 times greater than Earth's.
Absolutely not.
Due to its size and gravity, Jupiter
Can you
protects
imagine?
Earth by acting as a shield for the inner planets of the solar system, guarding against deadly celestial bodies.
And much more.
If you tried to surf on a tsunaami, you might think that you could ride it for miles, but tsunamis don't curl like surf waves. Instead, they shoot up like a wall of water, swirling with rocks and dead animals. By the time it hits land, it can also carry entire trees and buildings. So even if you were an Olympic surfer, you would still be dragged under the water.
You can try.
Your brain will use over 1,000 joules of energy to watch this video. But in order for food to get to your brain, it has to cross the blood-brain barrier. A 600-kilometer network of blood vessels that shields your brain from unwanted visitors. But if it's so impenetrable, how are essential nutrients, such as choline, getting in? It was a mystery until researchers at the Institute of Molecular Bioscience teamed up with UCSF in Colombia to conduct a series of experiments that identified a transporter called FLV-CR2. Lining the vessels, this transporter acts like a gate, opening in response to choline binding and selectively allowing it to pass through. But why does this matter? The blood-brain barrier is also a barrier to drugs, making it a challenge in the designing of treatments for diseases such as brain cancer or Alzheimer's. By studying these transporters, we can better understand how to get drugs across the barrier, allowing us to treat disease and save people's lives.
Well,
I don't know if you know this, but in a little over 3 weeks, NASA is going to launch that rocket to the moon with humans on board. This is the first time that humans will leave low Earth orbit and visit the moon in over 50 years, and it's actually the first time a woman will have ever made that journey. Of all 8 billion people that are alive today, only around 1.5 billion of them were alive to watch the Apollo missions all the way back in the 60s and 70s. They will spend 10 days on board and fly around the far side of the moon, becoming the first people this century to see our home from the depths of space. The next mission, Artemis 3, is committed to landing astronauts on the moon, including the first woman and person of color. These missions will lay the foundation for NASA's plan to finally put boots in lunar soil once more, and this time they're going to stay. I don't know if you understand, this is a turning point in the future of humanity. Once they have set up a moon base and there's a permanent presence of astronauts working on the moon, humanity is no longer confined to our pale blue dot. In that moment, we will become a multi-world species, and the moon will become our launch pad to explore the cosmos.